We are in Istanbul, Turkey. They just changed the name, so once you see it, you're probably all gonna go, it's not called Turkey anymore every time we mention Turkey, it's called Turkey. So we are here in Istanbul, Turkey, and we decided to revisit somewhere we've been before. So we actually came here on a food tour. I'm not going to tell you where it is. I'll link the food tour below because I think it's a little bit unfair to kind of go, haven't been everywhere in the food tour, but to go places in the food tour without plugging the tour guide, because he was really, really good. And one of the things we ate here is called Bayrun. It's a traditional Turkish soup, often eaten for breakfast. It's lamb broth, lamb meat, rice, very garlicky, and pepper pastes and things like that. It's very rich in flavour and a lot of fat. So we've ordered that, and then something we haven't tried yet that we've ordered is sheep head and trotter soup called Kalapacha. Kalapacha, it's alright to remember it. Yeah, and that soup is traditionally often made with lamb or goat, but in this case it's made with lamb's head specifically. So I have no idea what that one's going to be like, because I've only had the Bayrun, and since we've been here, I would definitely say Bayrun has become one of my favorite dishes. It's not very easy to find though, because it's not from this region, it's from a different region in Turkey, and yeah, it's really good. So I just want to show you, this is the yeah, we just got our tea delivered. It's always interesting because often places they don't make the tea. They'll call someone nearby and tell them to bring the tea, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we just got our tea delivered. Anyway, this is the Kalapacha, and the two broths look very similar. The only difference seems to be this one has rice and a different cut of lamb, and then this one doesn't have rice, and it's got the sheep's head and foot meat. Like the meat looks different. This looks less fatty and more kind of offally, like that, for example. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna taste the broth. So this is the Kalapacha. Yeah, I think I said that. Wow, it's so rich. That is so good. I'm feeling the same emotions that I felt the first time I tried it. It's so rich in flavour. And what people do here is every time you order this, no matter where you go. Oh, firstly, I want to say I love how they always serve it in like a steel tinny kind of bowl. It always comes like this, no matter where you order it. It seems to always come in like a steel or a tinny bowl like that, which I really like. I don't know, I'm just not used to it, so it's kind of novelty for me. And they also always serve it with lemon and arugula. So the arugula here is quite different to what we used to. We used to baby arugula. This is older and woodier and stalkier, but it's quite nice. But I'm going to squeeze some in because it kind of cuts through the fattiness of the lamb. I'm kind of scared to have a bite of the meat because it looks very awfully. But I'll try it. Let me have a bite. Okay, so I don't know what that is, but we'll see. It just actually looks like a fatty piece of lamb. Definitely an awfully piece of meat. Not a leaner. I've got no idea what it is though. It's quite rich for me. Yeah. I'm gonna struggle to eat that one. Just the meat. The soup's fine, but the meat. Okay. Let me try the Bayrun. which I know is good. But let's see.
A little swapperoo.
So as you can see here, you can see the rice, and the cuts of lamb is not the same as that. This almost looks like it could be lamb shoulder. It's probably everything, like lamb shoulder, lamb shank, lamb, yeah, just any kind of lamb leg. It's so rich. It's so savory though, like the taste of the pastes and things that they use in it is just so full of flavor. I could honestly, I've also just been to the dentist, so this is like the best thing that I can eat right now because I can't chew hard things. But yeah, the heartiness of the rice that's in it is really, really good. I'm gonna put some arugula. This is kind of like Vietnamese style where, you know, put your herbs in the... Well, it just kind of makes me think of that. So the arugula like really adds another layer of flavor to it. And this arugula is quite bitter to the one that I'm used to. That's so good. So good. Very, very nice. I love it. And oh, this was... Each soup was 50 lira, so it's a total of 100, and then the chai is like 5 lira, I think. And then you always get bread for free. Don't charge anyone for bread. So I'm actually going to eat this with bread. Yeah.
So as Karen has already said, we were having Bayrun, and at the same time we decided to order the Kalapacha. Hope I'm saying it right. It is basically trotter sheep head or something like that. But the main dish today that we're trying is supposed to be Bayrun, so this is supposed to be a Bayrun video. But one thing that the tour guide told us is that Bayrun is a secret soup. Not many people know about it, not many tourists know about it. You know, locals eat it. It's a hangover cure. It's their version of a good curry after a heavy night out. And we all know how good a curry is after a heavy night out. And so apparently Bayrun is a version of that. It's full of collagen, full of nutrients and vitamins, and it's just, you know, hydrates you. It's like full of electrolytes, you know. It's what drunk, hungover people crave. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put a little bit more arugula onto the soup because I quite like the addition of the greens into the soup. It's the only time I really like eating green things. It's either eating pistachio or putting green things inside soups because otherwise, you know, it's too green. Yeah, I don't like the taste of chlorophyll, generally speaking. But anyway, I'm gonna try the pieces of meat. I think it's too rich for Karen, but look, I think there's some like a sheep face meat in there, sheep trotters maybe, or lamb trotters, or goat trotters, whatever it is. But there is a spicy. There is a I'm not entirely sure what offal is in there, but there is a very, very, very gamey flavor. A very gamey flavor. And I think that's a big difference between this and the Bayrun. The Bayrun doesn't have that super gamey flavor. So I would recommend that if you're not into very gamey flavors, you try the Bayrun. Yeah. The Bayrun is very lammy. Very lamb and goaty. But this one, the Kalapacha, is exceptionally collagen-y, fatty, and gamey. So, but I do think the broth is the same though, eh?
Yeah, it tastes the same.
The broth does taste the same, yeah.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, yeah, which is fine. So, I guess, yeah, it's just a different type of filling. But, I mean, look at this here. Like, look at that meat. Look how jiggly that is. Yeah. So, it's definitely like a I think there's a different, like a face meat in there. It's like a lamb face meat. Yeah.
Good.
Great. Fantastic.
So we will link the tour guide that we went with, details below. I would recommend it. We had such amazing food, and especially if you're very adventurous eater, because there's liver and things like that involved. Sorry, hiccup. Yeah, there's no, we're not affiliated with the tour or the tour guide or anything. We just wanted to share that we went on this tour and we really enjoyed our experience. So, thanks for watching.